Today's featured race, the Grade 1 Central Bank Ashland, the 3-year-old fillies, going 1 1/16 overflow field of 13, going postward in here. And, I like Testarossa. The way she won last time, I guess it's Testarossi. The way she won last time out in the Florida Oaks, I was really impressed. She drew off, won by 3 lengths. If you go back to last year in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf race and you watch that race, she might not have beat the winner in there, Crocillian, but it would have been close. I think she could have. She really had a tough trip in there, and prior to that, she had won her last 4 in a row. So she's won 5 out of her last 6 with a very troubled trip in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf mixed in there. And I think the big question mark is, or actually the only question mark for me is, will she handle the poly track? If this race were on the turf, I would say she's a standout. But on the poly track, you just don't know. I think she'll handle it, and I've got her on top. Right now, she's 5-2, and all the early money has come in on Rosalind, and that was actually my second pick in here, although I thought she'd be a pretty big price. She's only won 1 race. There's a lot of stakes winners in here. She has run well, and she was second in the Alcibiades last year. I think that's the telling race on her, finishing second in the Grade 1 Alcibiades. That was her lone start here at Keeneland, and she ran very well. So you know that she likes the poly track. A big plus for her, but, well, she's actually 2-1. She won't be the favorite in here, but she'll be bet down. She's definitely got a shot. I loved her last work also. Room Service, the 2-horse of Wayne Catalano's. She's coming off the best race of her career. She won the Here Comes the Bride on the turf at Gulfstream last time out, drew off to win that. And she also has a win. She's never run on the poly. She has a win at Kentucky Downs on the turf there. But she really got good for that last race, so I think she'll improve. And thank you, Mary Lou, the horse of Mike Maker's getting a little bit of play up there too. And Candy Kitty, the Starlight Racing horse that Todd Pletcher trains, they finished second in the Transy, in the Transylvania yesterday, those connections. But I'll tell you what, I think if Testa Rossi handles the poly track, Katie, I think she'll be the winner in here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And majority of the time we do see horses with solid turf form usually perform pretty well over the synthetic footing. So hopefully she'll take to it very fast here. And she loves to close, hopefully, with a decent amount of early pace in this race. And I think there is. You got a lot of early pace drawn to the outside with the 12 and the 13. But I'm right there with you. I'm going to take her on top, going off her most recent performance. Pretty solid. She's got now a graded stakes win, and even her 2 starts back, finishing second behind Caricium in a Breeders' Cup race. So again, going to highly favored, the 6-horse on top. A few others, the 8-horse right there with you too. Love the connection. She also has kept really nice competition. I could see her moving forward today, and she's another one that'll probably try to relax early and save some ground. The 5, thank you, Mary Lou. She's really become quite a sprinter, but they're going to try something new with her. They're going to stretch her out to 1 1/16. No surprise if they have her ready to go at the longer distance. I just figure she'll be laying close, if not on the lead, and I think she could be around one of the quicker horses and could be around to finish in the money. Horses that really stood out to me down here in the paddock, although a good-looking group from top to bottom. The 2 Room Service. Joel Rosario rode this horse to stardom last time in her first graded stakes win, but he's going to be aboard Rosalind. You might want to look into that, but she looks excellent. She's got a nice shiny coat, very healthy looking, and I think she's going to be ready to go today. I think the barn means business. And then the 13, Resistivity from a hot barn from Mike Cassie's, also very sharp looking down here, but she's going to have to overcome a very tough draw with that early speed. She's breaking from the 13 slot, and I think it's going to be very tough. Hopefully, with the hot rider, too, of the day, Stuart Elliott, hopefully he can put this horse in a good position early on. But look sharp, the 2 and the 13, but I'm aboard the 6, Tessa Rossi, along with Mike. He also loves the 6 coming up in our feature event of the day, the Central Bank Grade 1 Ashland Stakes. And we kick off our final daily double. Good luck.
Horses are on the track for Keeneland's featured ninth race, 77th running of the Grade 1 Central Bank Ashland Stakes. 3-year-old fillies, mile and a 16th over the fast poly track. There are no changes. Post time just 7 minutes. Here are the starters. 1 is Stanford, owned by Ike Thrash, Don Thrash, and Sam Alley, trained by Michael Stidham, Joe Rocco Jr., the jockey. 2, Room Service, races for Gary and Mary West, trainer Wayne Catalano, jockey Sean Bridgmahan. 3, Macaroon, owned by Godolphin Racing, with Kieran McLaughlin, the trainer, and Luis Saez is up. 4, On the Back Streets, owned by Brewer Racing Stable, David J. Landsman Racing Stable Incorporated, Rockingham Ranch, and Jason Wood. Peter Miller trains, Robbie Alvarado rides. Kenneth and Sarah Ramsey's Thank You, Mary Lou is number 5, trained by Mike Maker, Julian Leperoux, the jockey. 6, Testarossi, owned by James Covello, Thomas Coleman, and Doheny Racing Stable, trained by Chad Brown, the jockey Jose Lascano. 7, Miss Bessie Lou, owned by Bessie Lou Stables, trained by Bill Mott, Corey Lannery to ride. 8, Rosalind, owned by Landaluce, Educe Stables, trained by Ken McPeak, Joel Rosario, the jockey. 9, Candy Kitty, races for Starlight Racing, trained by Todd Pletcher. Edgar Prado is up. 10, Ireland, races in the colors of Calumet Farm, trained by Wayne Lucas, James Graham to ride. 11, Saturday Bliss, owned by R&H Stable, owned also by George Weaver. George Weaver trains, Chris DiCarlo rides. 12, Seeking Her Glory, owned by Lawrence Goichman, trained by Todd Pletcher. Rosie Napravnik, the jockey. 13, Resistivity, owned by Mike Rutherford, trained by Mark Cassie. Stuart Elliott is up. The Central Bank Ashland, less than 5 minutes away. Horses have reached the starting gate for Keeneland's 9th and featured race, 77th running of the Grade 1 Central Bank Ashland. They're at the post. And they're off in the Central Bank Ashland Stakes. Stanford comes out for the lead, and Resistivity has speed from the extreme outside. These two come forward together on the back streets. Gets away racing in third. Testa Rossi comes out fourth. Awkward move there for on the back streets into the first turn. Testa Rossi drops back and loses about 5 positions heading into the turn. Back up front is going to be Stanford, who shows the way early, leading it by a length. Resistivity second by 2. Macaroon third, a half length. On the back streets goes in the fourth position. Seeking Her Glory is a wide fifth. Thank You, Mary Lou moves up the rail from sixth. Ireland seventh between horses. Testa Rossi settles down eighth toward the rail. 8 lengths off the lead. Miss Bessie Lou ninth. Candy Kitty toward the inside in 10th. She'll have a lot of ground to make up from there. Likewise for Rosalind, 11th upon the outside. Saturday Bliss is 12th. And Room Service last of 13. 22 and 4 for the opening quarter. 45 and 4/5 seconds for the first half mile. So plenty of pace up front. And Resistivity is alongside of Stanford contesting the lead stride for stride. Macaroon stalks the pace 2 lengths off the lead in third. On the back streets is fourth. And then a gap of 4 more lengths. Thank You, Mary Lou, fifth up on the outside. Testa Rossi is 6th back toward the rail. Rosalind is 7th. She's picked up several spots. She's going wide around the far turn. On the back streets in Rosalind, going to angle wide. Thank You, Mary Lou needs room. Testa Rossi is looking for an opening down toward the inside. Room Service coming wide. Rosalind, Testa Rossi, Thank You, Mary Lou. Room Service in fourth. Short stretch here in the Central Bank Ashland, and Rosalind comes forward for the lead, but has to hold off Room Service on the outside. Thank You, Mary Lou is third. Rosalind trying to reach the wire. Room Service trying to catch her. Rosalind, Room Service, driving finish. Photo for the win in the Central Bank Ashland. Either Rosalind or Room Service for the top spot. Dead Heat for the win. Number 2, Room Service. Number 8, Rosalind. Dead Heat for the victory in the 77th Central Bank Ashland. Results are official for Keeneland's featured 9th race. And with the dead heat for the win, there will be, of course, a number of varying combinations that will be successful for the various wagers involving race 9. So we refer you to the television monitors and video boards for further information. 2-8 dead heat for the win. The 5 finishing 3rd. Thank you, Mary Lou. And the 6, Testa Rossi, 4th. Results official.